Alright, Ender's Game. Looks cool. Cool trailer. Cool cast. Cool book. I don't know. Never read it. Probably won't. Ender's Game stars Asa Butterfield and Harrison Ford and Viola Davis, and it follows the international military who are pretty much relying on smaller kids to fight because, you know, they're intelligent when it comes to technology and things like that, so they try to find a leader to help save them from an alien attack. That is as basic gets when it comes to plot. But fortunately enough, it was actually, I would say it's good. I wouldn't say it's very good. I would say it's good. I will say, out of the movies like Percy Jackson and The Hunger Games and things like that, I am looking forward to the sequel of this one most out of all of them because I love the way this movie ended. Ended very ambiguously, and it's like it ends on a dark note, but there's a little ray of hope at the very end, and you're like, I want to see what happens. I can't wait to see the next one. And honestly, that doesn't happen with me very much. Percy Jackson, nope. Hunger Games, I hate the first Hunger Games. Not looking forward to this one. Movies like that, I haven't felt that since I watched Harry Potter. Since I was like, I don't want to wait for the next one. I want to watch it now. And that's the way I'm feeling about this one. But does it have its problems? It really does, because it is so riddled with cliches. And I think Asa Butterfield was good, but I think there are moments where he felt like he had little emotions, like little to none, actually. It felt like sometimes he wasn't emotional enough. He didn't express his emotions as much as he needed to do. But overall, he was solid, and I thought he was okay. I thought he could have been a lot better than he was. But other than that, the sci-fi elements and technology and things like that look really cool in the movie. It's I wouldn't say visually stunning, but it's visually pleasing to look at because you got all this technology, you've got all this stuff, and there's the little mind games that he plays on his fake iPad or whatever you call it in their world. But it's interesting to watch all this play out. But there is a moment towards the middle of the movie where it gets a little boring for about 20 to 30 minutes. I was actually bored in the middle of this movie, and I was like, we need to pick back up. There's a moment where Asa Butterfield's character Ender goes back to Earth for a few scenes, and it felt like the movie completely just turned off, and I was like, if this is the way it's going to be throughout the rest of the movie, ugh. But it's not, fortunately, because it does pick back up, and it does get cool, and it gets action-packed, and the very ending is really good and emotional. And like I said, Asa Butterfield does a good job, but I could have gotten more out of him. The technology in the movie looks so good, and very, very, very realistic. Some CGI problems, I can't really specifically tell you what, but I remember seeing it, and I said, that didn't look too good. But there were some moments where I was like, that actually looks really good. Like the scenes where they practice in the battle, what do I call it? The battle floor or whatever, when they're all floating, and you know they got the cool guns. And there's a lot of cool moments of visuals and some cool technology and things like that. It is a good sci-fi movie, but it is riddled with cliches. It is riddled with a bully and someone who's obviously, in the most blatant way, sort of like Avatar, someone who's obviously an antagonist in the movie. Yeah, like I said, it is riddled with cliches, but overall it is very fun. I would say go check it out at the movies while you can, because it is visually pleasing, and Harrison Ford does a very good job in the film. He plays pretty much the leader over the kids, you know, the kids who are trying to, you know, they're looking for a new leader. And Ender, who is played by Asa Butterfield, steps up and wants to be a leader, and he wants to have his own group and his own clan. And, you know, Harrison Ford is the judge of all of that, and he's got some other people helping him out. But Harrison Ford does a very good job. He does not mail it in like he has in some other performances. Like he was very good in the Jackie Robinson story. He was good in that. He's very good in this as well. And, you know, I actually felt like he cared about doing a good job. You know, he wasn't like showing up on set, doing his thing and leaving. He does a very good job at, you know, being Harrison Ford and being grumpy and, you know, being hard on the kids. But it's a very good movie. It's sort of like The Hunger Games in space, kind of. Don't get down my throat at that. It's kind of very lightly, kind of like Hunger Games in space, but it is better than The Hunger Games. I will say that much because, like I said, I want to see the next one. It's a pretty good movie. Go check it out at the movies while you can because it looks really good. What are your thoughts on Ender's Game? Let me know in the comment section. Are you excited for it if you haven't seen it? But if you have seen it, do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? I'm gonna give this film a 3.5 out of 5. I just switched those. I asked your feedback, then I scored. I should have scored then feedback. I apologize. 3.5 out of 5. Leave me feedback in the comment section. If you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button. Thanks for watching. I'm the Modern Film Critic.